friends. It's your girl, I am Sheila Michelle, and I am back with another episode of I am Sheila Michelle, the podcast. Now, you're not going to believe who I got on the couch today. Y'all are not going to believe who is on the couch today because I can't even believe who's on the couch today. But I have an extremely special guest. As you know, all of our guests are special, but this is an extremely special guest because I want to introduce to you Mr. Damon Dix, Sr., who happens to be Deejay's dad.
How you doing?
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yep.
Did you see yourself on the couch?
No, ma'am.
Well, we're going to get into why later. Why neither one of us really thought we'd be sitting on the couch together. What I want to go into first is I actually want to acknowledge you. You know, it doesn't need to be Father's Day for us to acknowledge, you know, our men, the men that are in our lives. It doesn't have to be their birthday. It don't have to be Christmas and Thanksgiving. Like, we really need to learn how to give men their flowers, you know, too, on a regular basis. So you are CEO of Deejay's Cuts.
Correct.
Which is a barbershop.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it also hair salon or just barber right now?
Barbers right now, but it's set up for a hair salon also.
Okay. You got some booths open? There's some people that can contact you?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then Danye's Kitchen.
Yes.
Tell us about Danye. What's on the menu?
Our specialties are fried salmon bites, fried ribs, bologna sandwiches. You know, we brought bologna sandwiches back.
All right.
Fried green tomatoes, home style fries. Those like the you can't get those everywhere. You know what I mean? Those
the classics.
Right, yeah, you can't get that everywhere.
Yes, the classics.
And fried turkey wings.
And fried turkey wings. That's different.
They're different. Yep.
Yes.
And we also have the regular hot wings and the hot dogs and hamburgers.
The culture stuff.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's located at 2549 College Park, Roosevelt Highway.
And then the barbershop is it just one door over?
It's actually it's right next to it. It's Suite A and Suite B.
Okay.
2549 Roosevelt Highway, Suite A for the barbershop and Suite B for the restaurant.
Okay, let's go. Take the block over.
Trying to.
Way Too Real Records.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
We started Way Too Real Records back in 1999, and we had a long break off, but we back at it now. We just got a studio. We're gonna do videos and block times and video shoots, photo shoots. We back open.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
So now you're an OG. So how are the folks gonna reach you? Now are you connected on social media?
Facebook.
Okay.
Yes, connected on Facebook.
What's your Facebook handle?
Damon Dix.
Okay, that's DEMONDE and it's DICKS. Damon Dix on Facebook. Okay, great. So, Mr. Dix, you're a serial entrepreneur.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Part of me is not surprised, right? Because truthfully, you come from a family of entrepreneurs, right?
You can say that.
I mean, yeah. So, Sue and Silas.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
They were entrepreneurs when people weren't called entrepreneurs.
Right.
They were entrepreneurs when people were just known as having their own business, working for themselves. That's what they called it back in the day. But they really were entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
They had a club.
Restaurant.
Sue ran really a boarding house.
Right. Bootleg house.
I don't know if my rich friends know what a bootleg house is. Don't worry about it. You're fine. But I love that. I think that y'all should know that we have known each other for 32 years. 32 years. You just celebrated a birthday too.
Yep. April 1st.
Yeah. And I'm really proud. I say proud for you.
Right.
Because people can do a lot of different things, but the thing that makes it most meaningful, like if it means something to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not even about other people being proud of you. Like, it's about you being proud for you. So I just want to let you know I'm very proud for you. But I want to get into life before you became the serial entrepreneur? Can we get
Yes.
into I think Carisha please calls it the smoke, y'all.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get into the smoke?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now, you haven't always been an entrepreneur on this side of the house. You've been an entrepreneur on another side of the house too.
Yes.
So share with us a little bit about your journey into um coming out of the streets, you know, to running 3 enterprises. Because I make a joke, right, that I say richer than a drug dealer, right? I joke and I say I'm richer than a drug dealer because I
Right.
feel like, you know, when you and I, you know, when we met as young teenagers, you know, 14, 15, 15, 16 years old, it was a time when people felt like they had to sell drugs. They didn't feel like they could make it. They didn't feel like they could get a corporate job, or they didn't feel like college was for them, or, you know, maybe they weren't going to be the athlete or the rapper, you know. So it felt tight. You know, everybody didn't have a car, didn't own a house, right? But now I feel like money is much more easily made with less stress.
Yes.
Got to worry about nobody, you know, robbing me, killing me, you know, looking for me, looking over my shoulder. And then, you know, they say a lot of the drug addicts are getting healed now. So it's like, I don't know what the temperature is like in the streets, but talk to us a little bit about like how you were able to make that transition and obviously take your business expertise from the streets and convert that and make it legitimate.
How did I make the transition? But first of all, I want to say thank you for acknowledging me and, you know, holding me up to something. But making that transition from the streets to entrepreneurship, it came with the love I had for my son. You know what I mean? My son, Deejay, you know, was taken away from us in 2016. Actually, he was the best thing ever happened to me and the worst thing ever happened to me. Mm-hmm. And I never thought like I would transform like that, you know, and it came from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 So
I know one thing that I noticed when I was thinking about, you know, you coming on and us having this conversation, which is a big deal, by the way, y'all. It's a big deal for so many different reasons. And we'll talk a little bit about that later. But I was just thinking about like how you have such, you're a lot more humble now.
Yes.
Because you was a ball of fire.
Yes.
You might still be a ball of fire, but like it's not like you're a lot more humble. You know, you actually seem like you at a lot more peace with yourself. You know what I mean? You know, it's a difference.
Right.
And you know, I would take the old you just to have DJ back.
Right.
To be honest. I'm happy for this new you.
Right.
I really am. But I would take the old you, you know, just to have DJ back.
Right.
But DJ's not your only child. Let's get into that too.
No, I have 11 kids.
11?
Yep, 11 kids.
Okay. Yep. 11. And how many grandkids?
15.
Okay. That's what I thought I saw. I thought I caught that. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah. You know, it was when you and I were in a relationship together or in or out or whatever we was. And I think, you know, when you had the first child that was not mine, that was a very hurtful thing. You know, we talked about it.
Yeah.
We talked about it. But, you know, I just feel like God always knows what he's doing, right?
That's
because
right.
kids don't ask to come here, right? And
that's right.
Obviously God has a purpose for their lives. And so he has entrusted you with not 1, not 2, you know, but 11 lives, right?
That's right.
And, you know, I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's amazing. Did you imagine yourself with a big family like that?
Nope. Not one time, nope. Living in the streets, living that street life, you know, you have no rules, no morals, no nothing, no respect for yourself, no respect for other people, no respect for women, you know, and making money, just, you know, sleeping with different women and not knowing, you know what I mean? Like today, I would take all that back if I do. It would end up like this.
Yeah.
You know, without the money, without the fame, without anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are the kids close?
Yes.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. All right, like, do you see what's like the number one thing? Because we know that your kids look like you. That's a fact. We got that part. We got that part. The kids and the grandkids look like you. We got that part. But what characteristic? Like, do you see a common thread among all the kids? I mean, they got different moms, but do you see a common thread? Like, do you see you? What aspect of you do you see show up in all the kids?
Their attitude,
Yeah.
like they all they just alike. So they get along, but they bump heads all the time because all of them want to be head honcho, the boss. Even the girls, you know, they just got that chip on the shoulder. You know how Dez got it.
Yeah.
All of them got a chip on their shoulder, you know.
Yeah.
And I guess come from being a leader or a boss or whatever you may call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you know, Deejay and I had an interesting text conversation. One day he texted me and he said, how did he say it? It just escaped me. But basically he was talking to me. He wasn't using it. It was like we just knew what each other was talking about. He was like, how this happened?
Yeah, you told me about it.
But so you,
how we so different.
Yeah, we so different. Right. But number one, as a parent, I didn't want him to feel divided regardless of our differences.
Right.
You know, I didn't want him to feel like he was a mistake or something was wrong with him or he got the short end of the stick or, you know, I never wanted them to feel that way, he and Dez. Which is part of the reason why I responded the way I responded when I told him, like, hey, we actually do have things in common.
Right.
You know, I don't know if we knew that, you know, when we were in a relationship. I don't even think we were mature enough to be thinking about like what do we have in common or, you know, any of those things. But I think that's awesome, and that they have that characteristic because you see how it turned out for you. So now you know how it can turn out for them too. Like it can turn top side up and it don't have to be a tragedy, you know.
Right.
I personally wish that when Deejay was killed, everybody would just get their life right and live right and be whatever, you know. But we know it don't happen. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when you lose somebody, time keeps going for everybody else.
Right.
You stuck with that.
Right.
But everybody else don't move on.
Right, they done moved on.
Yeah, they don't move on.
Right, yeah.
But it's like you still stuck in it.
Yeah, we still forever, for life.
Yeah, we still stuck in it, and it's a different stroke every day. So how do you cope? Like, how are you doing?
You know, I put it in God's hands.
Yeah.
You know, there's a story. I was locked up, and your mom, she called me, you know. And she was like, "You all right?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good." I like, "How you doing?" She like, "I'm great." You know, she stayed on the internet, you know, looking up them guys' names and keeping up with them, like, you know. So she said, "What prison you at?" I said, "I'm at Calhoun Prison, State Prison." She said, "Don't you know one of them guys there that did that?" I said, "No, I ain't know that." At the same time, I knew it, you know what I mean? I ain't want to let her know, like, right. So that was kind of like crazy. You know, she was like, "Look, you got other people to live for, and just, you know, put it in God's hand, and I'm praying for you." And she was just like, "Put everything in God's hand and don't think to try to take this in your own hands." And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Don't take it in your own hands. And it stuck with me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I said, I really got to put this in God's hands. I can't control this no more. And that's what I do every day. It never leaves. Like every day I have to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Every day you got to just put it in God's hands and keep going. Like we don't know which direction we're going. Right. You know what I mean? So I just walk by faith in that situation right there.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. We were in court for 2 weeks. Court started on my birthday. Well, jury selection was on my birthday. And court started the next day. And I mean, the distance from us to them was like from here to here.
Right.
You know. We had, of course, hearings before then.
Right.
People, want to get bonds, and that's a whole season of shows. Just to talk through, that process. I think it still really hasn't set in for me. I can't tell you that I hate the boys, or I can't tell you how I feel about the boys, because I still haven't processed. I'm still processing how I feel about Deejay not. Like, to be honest, I ain't even got over there. Like, I can't even. And maybe, I don't even know if I'm allowing myself to get over there, because I think that's just the kind of stuff that can keep you in a space you don't need to be in. I know, the one boy, Clark, who set Deejay up, and not only did he set Deejay up, but he planted a seed, right? Because for all we know, that boy, Waller, was just going to rob Deejay. Right. But Clark was the one who said, you got to kill him, though.
Right.
The power of words. You understand what I'm saying? And when I have talked to people, I even said, the interesting thing about that is, if I think of, like, let's say I don't think no dude now these boys are 20, right? Like, let's take you at 16 even, right? No dude could ever tell you gonna have to kill him, though, and you gonna be like, okay, that's what I'm about to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, so then you start getting into the layers of not just them being killers or, reckless, but just like no moral code, but like no self-esteem, no self-confidence, no, like, not standing on nothing. Somebody tell you got to kill somebody, so you just gonna kill them.
Yeah, it's a new era. Today era is it's gang culture. When we grew up, we had our neighborhood where we were from College Park, from Hershey Road, stuff like that. But now everybody got to be a part, or they think they got to be a part of the game. All the young guys, and they got people over them, tell them to do stupid stuff for them to think they cool. These are the things they have to go through these days, and it's just bad. When you got a 24-year-old telling you to do stuff, and his mind ain't developed either.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what the DA talked to me about. So it was that process, which I pray I never ever have to go through it again. But that process, because, people just think, like, our son was murdered. Like, somebody just took his life because they wanted to, over something that they thought they should have or could have or whatever. And people just, I think in general, people kind of think that you're supposed to have a certain type of opinion about it, or you're supposed to feel a certain type of way, but it's too many emotions and too many different ways. And then you're like stuck inside of a process, because court don't work off emotions.
No.
Right? I mean, like, ultimately, yes, the attorneys are attempting to sway the jurors, with persuasive speaking. But, like, I'm just saying, like, they wouldn't even show Deejay in court, because they said the defense objected to Deejay being shown. He was murdered, and they didn't even have the decency to allow him to be shown. They wouldn't. They said that they felt like it would influence the jury.
Right.
So, we were going through, they was depicting, there was every tattoo he had, it was just craziness, and then you looking at, so you got the judicial system, you got the fact that people have the right to argue, even if they are guilty. You got and they can make any argument they want, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't no slam dunk. There are parents who don't know what happened to their kids.
Right.
And I wouldn't want to be there, but it's really no different when you do know what happened,
Right.
because then you have to go through every time they appeal.
Right.
You know, every time they want a bond hearing. One boy talking about he appealing because he had a injury when he was a child, and there's no way that he could make good decisions.
Right, you know, they come up with all type of things. The defense does.
Yeah. So you know, you just, so it's just so many different things.
I try not to get into it. You know, a lot of it, just, you know, it is what it is. It hurt, and just let God work the process out, because, you know, things come back around. You know what I mean? So,
absolutely. Yeah, they do.
You know, and you know how hard it hurt me. You know what I mean? So, and that's the main thing that changed me today. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That will keep me humble.
Yeah.
Because like right now, I stay away from people because I got so much anger built up me behind that I could take it out on the wrong person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Now, when I met you, you were supposed to be a football player.
Exactly.
Or maybe a basketball player.
Right. Athlete.
Okay. So when did becoming an athlete go away and these businesses come up?
Okay, when did the athlete go away? Well, that went away, 92, 91, when Deejay came into this world, you know. It's always about Deejay, you know, like my life right now, it's a whole lot of Deejay. So, you know, I came up without a father. I had a stepfather, but not a real father, you know, and I said to myself, I never, ever, you know, abandon my kids no matter what situation. So I wanted to play ball, you know, that was my thing, playing ball. So I was like, I'm gonna play ball and take care of this kid, you know what I mean? So Westlake High School, we up there, I seen the little boys, you know, I just moved from Columbus, so, you know, I'm kind of slow a little bit, but, you know, not that slow, but a little slower than Atlanta. So I go to the bathroom, see the guys in the dressing room, the locker room, they selling weed and stuff like that. These boys selling weed in school.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang, maybe I could sell a little weed and take care of my son and continue to play ball.
Right.
But it didn't happen like that, you know, and the main thing, like I said, my father, he wasn't there for me. Yeah. So I had to, you know.
Yeah.
But I wanted to play ball, but I knew I had to take care of my son. Right. So that kind of grew over and outgrew everything else, and from there it was to the streets. You know what I mean?
But do you feel do you feel like you and your dad kind of had a good relationship though when he passed away, like a little bit?
No. I mean, I had respect for him, but not no good relationship.
Not no good relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
A good relationship, a man don't just abandon his kids, you know. I don't see that. I don't feel that. I don't stand on that.
What's the number one thing you want your kids to get? Because, you know, we have had a tumultuous relationship, right? Yeah. And when I say relationship, I don't mean like romantic, right? Because you have relationships with people. It's not that it's a romantic relationship. But there are still, and that, to me, that just speaks to like how God is. Like God uses people to deposit into you. You know what I mean? Whether they're your BFF or not. So like how you told me one time, you got to stay down. That always stayed with me.
Right, you got to stay down.
That never left me. That always stayed.
You got to stay down with it, right?
What's that one thing you want your kids to know? Like,
the one thing I want them to know, just how to survive, how to take care of themselves, love themselves, and take care of themselves and their kids, and just survive this world. You know?
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. And so, what are the things that you brought from being in the streets to where you are now as an entrepreneur?
Everything beside the drawers and the gun. Everything beside, because
yeah.
Everything.
So same thing. You just flipping something else.
You running. Okay, I wasn't no $1 million drug dealer when I was selling drugs, but 1,000 there. But to manage that, you got to have a corporate mind, a business mindset. Like taking inventory. What can I spend? What I can't spend, so I can grow. So it shows you how to do it. Just just different, right? It's just illegal, but now you're doing it legal. It's the same thing. Those are the best, what I say, managers or owners out there today, because they know how to experience. They know when to hold and when not. They know when to hold, when to fold. You know what I mean? They know when they got to do some extra stuff. Or just kick back. You know? Hey, they know how to be in the hole. They know like coming out the hole.
Right.
Because you know it ain't stable. Right. It's always rocky. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So y'all, I hope y'all picking up what's being put down. Okay, because we just heard it don't matter whether what you flipping. Right.
Right.
This a core skill set right here. This a foundation.
Yeah.
What you think about BMF? Do you watch it?
BMF? No, I don't watch. No, no.
Okay.
No, I don't watch BMF. No, I don't watch TV. You know, I still just watch sports.
You watch
sports
Power?
And news? No.
No Power?
No, I'm not up to date.
Well, who should we be watching in sports then right now?
LeBron James.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. I don't know why I want to give LeBron his prize. I'm still stuck in the Michael Jordan era.
You can go to Steph Curry though.
I'm still I still don't.
Michael Jordan, he's gone.
I know he's gone, but like, is there really somebody better than Michael for real? Like, is LeBron really better than Michael in real life?
No, but he had a better career.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They two different. They different. They different players.
They're different.
Right. They different.
Okay.
Nah, you'll never see another Mike. I mean, you may be, but you know, Kobe was close, but LeBron is he more out of around player. He just ain't no killer when it come to scoring. Yeah. Other than that, he the best. He could rebound, assist. Oh, you know, he controlled the game.
Yeah.
All right.
What about so you basketball, you football, any other sports you watch?
Nah, pretty much it. Boxing.
Boxing, yeah.
You seen the fight the other night?
No.
Oh.
I don't watch a lot of TV. I like Power though.
Okay.
So if I watch anything, it's Power. Okay. I'll be real. That's probably the only thing. Every now and then, Keith a big TV person. He can find anything in a movie. He loves TV, but I don't. Yeah, I'm not big on it.
Okay.
So Way Too Real Records. Now you had Way Too Real Records. It should be probably about going on about 23 years now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah. So tell us what's the mission? What's the vision? Because some of my rich friends, they listen. I got a diverse community, so I might have somebody you need to sign. I might have an artist you need to sign.
We're not in signing anymore. We just mostly doing like studio like
time,
promoting,
but I think that's awesome.
Stuff like that. We're not really just getting all into artists.
Okay,
like that.
Okay, but I think that's a move because I know we just had a COVID test engagement for a movie, right? It's a movie, a major movie that's being they've wrapped up now. But it got me to think. I was like, shoot, maybe I need to get a building and have something for like movie production or studio time.
Man. You can actually. It just came to me. My partner, Boss Man, Trap Boy Gang. You know they he trying to get him event center. So he had the studio already made, and he was calling me, but like it pretty much was a gift. Yeah. Cause I said I was gonna get back into the music. Okay. God just blessed. He just put me right there with it. You know what I'm saying?
Just put you there. Yeah.
Just last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything,
Yeah.
All the equipment.
Yeah.
He just gave me the keys, said, hey, you got to pay this a month, but you can have everything in there because I know you're going to do the right thing. Yeah. Yeah.
So what don't conversations with God be like these days with you?
Conversation with God be like?
What they be like?
What you mean with it? Like,
no, I said, well, the rich fans, y'all know, we already got the clearance that nothing was off limits. Like
the conversation with God, you just ask questions and ask him for strength and guidance and protection and praying for. Really, I pray for the world, more people than just myself. You know what I mean? Because hey. I'm just one person. You know what I mean? I can't change nothing. You know what I mean? But if we could put something in everybody's heart, something could change. Yeah. So I pray for mostly for everybody and just ask God, just please keep looking over me, helping me, just talking to him, same old thing.
Well, because some people pray and ask God for what they want. Some people pray and ask God, let his will be done. You know what I mean? Some people have like certain things, like I had a guest and so I feel like she prayed for soft stuff.
Right.
You know, like
I got you one on that one. Okay, when I was younger, I used to pray for God for the wrong things. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I prayed for all the wrong things. I prayed for the money, the cars, the clothes, the jewelry, and all this and that. Guess what? He blessed me with it. But guess what?
Yeah.
I lost it all because I ain't had the proper mindset to keep everything. So these days, you got to pray for more mindset and strength and all that so you could keep it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you got it, just go through your fingers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you're here.
Well, I'm glad I'm here too, and everything looks nice, everything good. Yeah.
Well,
but she said she wants you to ask her a question, so I'm gonna have to take over. She said about the DJ cuts, how that we come up with that.
Yeah.
It all came off the Do It for DJ.
Okay.
Right. So everything we do now is for DJ. You know what I mean? So I came up with the DJ cuts.
Yeah.
So Dez got the restaurant. So he came up with Dunye's DJ Miller name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how we got the DJ cuts and the Dunye's. It's all run off Do It for DJ.
That's awesome.
Right.
I mean, that's what he wanted.
Right.
When he called me on Mother's Day, he said he was going to barbering school and he said he wanted a food truck.
Tell them about the Breakthrough Foundation, which I know you have.
Okay.
The Do It for DJ.
See people be watching you, y'all. They see you. Yeah, I mean, we haven't been because the business has been taking up so much, but we really do need to rally back up. So, you know, when DJ left the world, you know, I think probably about 45 days later, I created the Breakthrough Foundation. You can follow the Breakthrough Foundation Inc. It's a couple of them. So it's the Breakthrough Foundation Inc. on Facebook. Yeah. Because I thought, hey, let me help some kids go to school. You know, I don't want money to be a factor. You know, let's help some kids go to school.
It was a great thing.
And I think it's just important for us to know that, like, whenever you want to help somebody, it's always layers to it. And you just have to do your part with no strings attached. You know, you might plant a seed. It might not blossom until later because, honestly, a lot of the kids that we help, you know, they didn't stay in school. So then we said, well, maybe we should start helping sophomores, you know, the ones like, because it's hard. Like that first year of college can be tough. So we said, well, let's get the money to the sophomores and higher because, you know, they ready to stick and stay. Right. But the mission of the Breakthrough Foundation is really to take youth from their potential into their purpose. That's right. And the reason why is because we know DJ was a good kid. Right. Like, we don't even got to campaign about that. Like, he was who he was. But I think there was misalignment in his purpose. Like, I think he wanted to play basketball. Like, he ate, slept, and drank basketball. Like, that's all he ever saw for himself. And for some reason, and that I don't know, I don't think he had the confidence, and I don't know why, that he could do something else. It was like he wouldn't allow himself to just do something else. Like, I was like, DJ, you could be a coach. Like, you know, if you like the NBA, just go work for the NBA or, you know, and he's not the only one, right? And that's kind of a reason why we do this podcast is because it's going to take you taking your pain and wringing it out to get to your purpose.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and life ain't gonna be what you want it to be all the time. You know, you lucky if it happens some of the time, right?
Right.
And so that's what I thought, that like we'll get this money to kids, but our kids need so much more help. Like, that might have helped us. Like, if somebody just said, hey, I'll pay for you to go to college, you'd be like, okay, I ain't worried about no football scholarship. I'm just going to college. But nowadays everybody want to be an entrepreneur. Nobody wants to work for anybody. Everybody want to do their own thing. But even in that, you still got to be prepared. Like, you still got to have a mindset, like you were saying. And, you know, you got to have a core skill set, like you were saying, like stand on it and, you know, all those things. So you're an entrepreneur, but you already, all the characteristics you've been had in you a long time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it was just in you.
So everything happened, bring it out. Just like you know. Everybody walk. Throughout your walk, things gonna blossom.
Yeah. But the foundation is there to support youth, but it's also there to support adults too. We do business grants also. We get money. And really the businesses, the intent is to give so much of the money from the business, put it back into the foundation. So we're going to be doing great things. So y'all just go out there, and follow. And, just like I say, just stay encouraged. Um, but I think it's important because as much as, as we wrap up, as much conflict as, we have had in our younger years, um, I know that it was divine for us to connect.
Right.
Because truthfully, I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for you. And what I mean by that is I didn't have no family structure, right? And
Right.
Sue took me in. Your grandmama took me in,
Yeah.
and
That's what she do.
and helped me
Right.
and showed me the way,
Right.
and like didn't know me from a can of paint,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And she is a huge part of why I am, quote unquote, where I am, or really why I go the way that I go.
That's right.
Right. And so had I not met you and had I not met her, right?
Yeah.
And that's Deejay aside. Deejay is a huge part of it for me, just like it is for you.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to thank you. What else you want to tell the people about Deejay Cuts, Danye's Kitchen, Way Too Real?
Just come and pull up.
Oh, and you on DoorDash.
Yeah, DoorDash, Uber Eat, Grubhub. Danye's Kitchen, DONYA''S Kitchen.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
All right.